Hello, everyone, and happy Friday. I'm Peaceful Nik the Medium. I'm an evidential medium specializing in helping people heal from the loss of their loved ones. Welcome in, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. We're going to have a great time tonight. We have a lot of cool stuff to talk about, a lot of stuff going on in the news. If you want to talk about it, I'm going to pull some cards at some point after I do Q&A and make my announcements and we have a chat. So be patient and we'll get to the amazing messages in a little bit. So let's see, just some announcements. I am making donations to the following organizations: Feeding America, Toys for Tots, and Help a Diabetic Child. If you would like to donate to any of those organizations, you can donate directly through the links in the show notes, or you can go to the QR code on the screen and go to my link tree and donate there to Venmo or PayPal. I've already raised over $300 and I will split those up evenly between the three organizations. I've mentioned before, the reason why I'm doing this is because I was a child of divorce and we had we depended on welfare Christmases a lot. And so lots of food insecurity, lots of present insecurity. And so it's very important to me to help to give back. And there will be a lot of children with shortages of food and presents this year for sure, especially this year with everything going on politically. The politicians holding food and money over the heads of poor people, meanwhile giving billionaires tax breaks. Very upsetting situation. Also, I'm donating to Help a Diabetic Child because I have an adult son now, who is a type 1 diabetic. And for those of you who don't know, type 1 diabetes is a disease that someone gets through no action of their own. They just get the disease suddenly. Usually it's a sudden onset. People die from type 1 diabetes pretty commonly because they are completely insulin dependent 24 hours a day for the rest of their lives. And if they do not have insurance, it is extraordinarily expensive to provide insulin for themselves. And there are many parents. I knew a family who had 3 type 1 diabetic children in a row. That is extraordinarily extreme situation. And there are many, many families who do not have enough money to cover the costs of their insulin and the supplies. It's not just a shot of insulin once a day. It's pricking the finger several times a day. If they can't afford the sensors, which is thousands of dollars, it's a really big deal. It's a really big deal. And there are children who suffer and get long time secondary effects from type 1 diabetes, because if they're under medicated with their insulin, it causes many, many, many horrible problems. So those are the 3 organizations I picked this year to donate to. Let's see. So please do that. Also, shop small businesses this year, whether it's my small business or anybody else's small business, because small businesses are getting hit the worst with this economic upheaval right now. They're suffering the most. I know tons of small business owners, and many, many, many of them are telling me the same thing. People just aren't purchasing anything. And so if you're going to give presents, please purchase from a small business. Or buy items from secondhand stores, give gift cards from small businesses. Just about every small business I know has some type of gift card or gift certificate available, including my website. And please shop small businesses and stay away from the big box stores. We have to make a statement. We are the people, all of us, who make this economy work. And when we are always giving to big box stores and I don't even know how to say it, big corporations, basically, it's hurting all of us. because all the money's going to the top and all of the workers aren't getting paid a fair wage. And so it makes everyone suffer. So please, please, please shop small businesses as much as humanly possible. Thank you. Please. I have an $11 3-card email tarot reading if you just want a specific message, a particular message, a daily message, monthly, weekly. It's a really good way to get a quick message if you have a specific question or you just want a general reading. And they're always, most days, done first thing in the morning, sometimes in the evening before I go to bed. All readings booked by November 30th are buy one, get one free. You can gift the second reading to a loved one. So let's say you want to buy a present for somebody, but you also want a reading and you're like, oh, but they want a reading too. You can give yourself a reading and give the free one to a loved one. It's a great way to give a present at an economical price, and then you get your own present too. Those are the one-on-one readings from 20 minutes to an hour, spiritual guidance and or mediumship readings. I have mediumship books that I have published. We have How to Become Your Own Medium. You can get this on Amazon. The link's in the show notes. And I have a digital download off my website. And then I have my Mediumship 101 Beginner's Mediumship course. These are workbooks and books full of information, journal prompts, and exercises. They're only $27. Also a great gift to give somebody who is thinking about studying mediumship or wants to make the connection on their own. I have a new free class in January. I will be announcing the exact date and time in a couple of weeks after Thanksgiving's over. And then I have a new beginner's mediumship 6-month class starting in January, later in January. I have one spot open for a one-on-one annual mentorship starting in January. My annual mentorships have really picked up. And I've been doing less readings because I've been doing more teaching. So if you're interested in a one-on-one annual membership, please contact me as soon as possible because they've been filling up really rapidly. This morning's Soul Twin Stars podcast with Aunt Jen 888 was released, and it's an amazing journey of self-love. Please, please, please listen to it here on YouTube or anywhere else podcasts are found. It is a beautiful, beautiful podcast full of so much information, healing information, how to heal, how Aunt Jen helps people heal. Just absolutely, I was in tears at one point. Beautiful, beautiful podcast. I will be live Tuesday with Judy's Healing Fire. We're going to be talking about the news and politics and things like that. So if you're interested in that, be here Tuesday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. I'll be live again Wednesday with Aunt Jen, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. Friday, November 21st is Boundary Day. It's like Friendsgiving, but it'll be a live stream with myself, Lady Shadow, Cosmic Chris. We may have other guests. It's for people who just want to hang out and have camaraderie with people who aren't their toxic family members. It's essentially what it is. We'll be talking about all that stuff. Aunt B, hi. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. The algorithm hasn't been sending notifications, so we need to leave 7+ word comments and hit the like button. Hey, y'all. Love to all my like-minded friends. Thank you. And that's important because my videos have been killed, like they're just not going anywhere. So please, please comment, like this video right now. I've already clicked the like button, put a comment. Most of my regular viewers put comments in and I love it. But it's been weird. Everything's weird. And I have a couple of things I want to talk about the YT. Two major things I've seen in the past couple of days. One is yesterday, I was doing some cleaning and organizing because I'm having guests for the holidays. And I was listening to a podcast on YouTube. And within about 6 or 7 minutes, there were that many commercial breaks toward the latter half of the podcast. There was a commercial break about every 5 minutes, which drives me insane because it seems like there are more and more advertisements on everything I listen to on YouTube. If you experience this, please put it in the comments. I would love to know if you're experiencing that. It is maddening. I've also found I sit here at my desk before my readings and I do a meditation, and I have a YouTube hemi-sync that I play every time. So I know where the commercials are supposed to be. If I get up from my desk and go to the bathroom, a commercial pops on within 10 seconds. When I'm watching my TV, if I walk out of, and I have YouTube on, and I walk out of the room, a commercial pops on immediately. If I'm on my phone and I'm going to do the dishes, let's say, and I'm watching something on YouTube and I set it down, and it's like facing the ceiling, a commercial pops on immediately. Is anybody else experiencing that? Please let me know. It's like everything has a camera now. And so if you move away, it makes me feel like when you move away from the camera, they pop a commercial on so you hear it. Just it's driving me crazy. And it's always louder than the video, as I'm sure you all know. The other thing is there has been multiple advertisements popping up on my YouTube for Turning Point USA. I have blocked that ad at least 10 times in the last month, and it still keeps popping up. If you don't know what it is, if you're watching me, you're not going to want to be listening to Turning Point USA. I have blocked it and blocked it and blocked it and blocked it, and I keep getting the same ad. Anybody else, please let me know. And please click like. Please click like. It just takes a second. It's free. Just click like. Make a comment. Lori said, so sad. Not sure what that was referring to because I'm a little behind. Hi, Gina. Hi, Carol. Thanks for coming over to YouTube. Hi, Viv. Hi, Shooting Star. Hi, Holly. Aunt B said, my bud got type 1 after chicken pox at age 6. I kept candy with me because we often miles away from home riding motorcycles. I knew when his sugar drop, gave him candy to get him. Yep. It's very scary. Type 1 diabetes is extremely scary. And it's a horrific disease because you could die in 5 minutes, just anytime. Your blood sugar could just drop and that's it. Like, it's bad. It's a horrible disease. My son was 16. He was a junior in high school when he suddenly got type 1 diabetes. He had a spontaneous collapsed lung and had a lung chest tube, and it didn't fix his lung. And then he had a lung surgery a couple days later and came home. He was a very healthy, athletic, skinny, tall kid, just a normal kid. Then over the weekend, no one in our family has type 1 diabetes. No one we're related to. So we had no idea that he could get it. And over the weekend, he got weird and weirder and weirder. And I won't even go into the details, but it was horrific. And we finally rushed him back to the hospital. And when his sugar was 800 and it's supposed to be 100. And he was in a coma in ICU. And yeah, it was pretty bad, pretty bad. I'm leaving out most of the details, but yeah, it was bad. Yeah. So I'll cry if I tell any more. Love your Christmas tree painting. Thank you. I wish I could zoom in. Yeah, I do lots of paintings like that. I try to change. I don't know if you noticed, but I've been trying to change the background with the holidays. I had some I had the sugar skull up and the crow and stuff for Halloween. Yeah, how fast the sugar could drop. It can lay down, force candy, get it. Yep. Yep, that's right. Yeah, the pump is a lifesaver. The pumps and sensors are lifesavers for sure. Hi, Nik. It's all my mediums. My other channels seem fine. They're definitely picking on mediums right now. I've missed so many lives, but only by my mediums. Yes, commercials have tripled on mediums only too. I don't just mean on mediums. I just mean on everything I watch. Everything I watch. It's, yeah. Wow. Wow. I don't think it's just mediums because I watch iHip News and I watch Mayim Bialik. Those are two of the main ones I watch that aren't mediums. And there are just commercial after they're doing something over here. They're doing something over here. It's frustrating. That Turning Point USA ad that I blocked is driving me crazy. Commercials seem to be picking up. Okay. Thank you guys for telling me, because I was literally putting together a bed frame for the guest bedroom because my sons and daughters-in-law and my granddaughter and their dog and everybody's coming for the holidays and maybe a couple other people. So I was putting a bed frame together. And so I'm listening to the podcast and commercial. I'm like, what is happening? Because, when you listen to the same creators, are they going to have a commercial every minute? Are they going to have every commercial every 20 minutes? You kind of know. It's been bad. Okay. So how is everyone feeling about the recent news of the emails coming out? I just kind of want to get a gauge. A lot of us women have suffered at the hands of others, we'll say, without getting banned from here. A lot of us have a history of things happening, and I'm just wondering how you're all feeling about all of these emails implicating El Presidente. Let me know. Ampy, I watch Midas Touch. I have Keith Edwards and many more news channels, but for me, it's just been my mediums that have tripled commercials and notifications now. Oh, that'll devastate me because I left TikTok essentially. I have 38,000 followers over there and I haven't gone live there in over a year because they suppressed all the mediums. I have a tarot follower over there, a tarot reader that I follow over there who has 1.5 million followers on TikTok. And I'll go to his lives and he'll have 10 to 15 people on there. Not 1,000, just 10 to 15. And he has 1.5 million followers. They just, yeah. All right. No comments or feelings about the news, the emails. I guess I'm the only idiot watching all of it. Lori, should not have surprised anyone. This world is allowing people with money to not be helped up. Thank you, Lori. It didn't surprise me. It didn't surprise me at all. The people who are twisting themselves in pretzels to defend him at this point is very telling. If you're twisting yourself in a pretzel to defend something we've known for over a decade, very clearly, it's been very obvious. It has been so obvious and clear that he is a predator of young girls to women, adult women, a very terrible predator. When the worst child trafficker that we've heard of, the Epstein guy, when he says Trump is dirty and disgusting, the worst man on earth is saying the president is dirty and disgusting. What does that tell you? And people are twisting themselves in knots to defend him. And that tells me, if at this point you are defending him, even though I cut people off years ago who defended him, but at this point, if you're still defending him, I have none to say to you. Nothing. The very fact that he's sitting high on the hog is absolutely maddening. We are being systematically desensitized. Yep, to both of those. I think this, his cankles have been swollen and he's got that bruising and he had that stroke the other day, a month ago or whatever. What's going to happen is this. When they're about to release those files, because he's going to have to veto it when it passes. And then it'll go back and get revoted on, and I have to have a certain amount of people to overcome the veto. So him vetoing it isn't the end, because he will veto it, which is telling in itself, to release the files. But then it goes back and they can vote again to release it and then overturn the veto. When that happens, my prediction, his illness will suddenly get worse and he'll finally admit something's wrong. And then they'll just, I think biology will end his life biologically before he gets held accountable for anything, which is maddening. I think YouTube algorithm identifies a huge increase of viewers and subscribers to mediums and psychics, therefore adding more ads. I don't know about the other channels. Oh, okay. I don't know. I just think, I don't know, corporate greed. The people that protect and defend him are as guilty as him. Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather. There are people I know who defend him and will defend him to the grave. But those people I know have done some terrible things themselves and always are pointing fingers at others. If you're pointing fingers at others, you need to think about who you are and why. But, child abusers like that, there's no helping them. They don't recover. I remember decades ago, I was watching it might have been an Oprah interview or Barbara Walters. I can't remember who did the interviews, but they were interviewing those type of predators from prison. And the one guy, I'll never forget it, he was in prison and he said, I hope they never let me out because I will do it again. He said, there's no recovery for that. Once you do that, you never stop. And I never will forget that. I will never forget that. He's like, you could cut off my hands and it wouldn't matter. And just as sick. The truth will always come out, but I think by his enemies. We Canadians are sick of him. Yeah. Join the club. Vivian, I met someone at a psychic reading event and she said Google AI led her to a specific psychic channel when she asked how to deal with the Trump administration. Oh, that's interesting. Aunt B, my hope about the emails is victims of SA can find hope that he will be brought down. I hope you and others can have peace and not have a setback. I pray y'all can find positive knowing he is going down. Well, that's the thing. The victims of him and all of the other people in the news that are the big names that have victims out there that aren't seeing justice. And every single person, male or female, who has been abused in that way gets triggered a little more every day. And my hope is that all of those people, all of the victims, no matter who abused them, whether it was a famous person or somebody else, I hope that you find peace. And I hope that you have resources to help you heal. Because there is no end to being triggered by that. It always is. Once you are abused in that way, it never goes away in your mind. It's always lingering, always there. You can see a sign with a word on it that triggers you. You can smell a certain scent. You can hear a song. It's always there. It's always there in the background. You can learn to navigate your life around it, but it's always present, always. And that's what people don't understand. You have reactions to things that are what people would think are unusual. Like you get scared really easy, like a Jumpstart, you get really scared really easily. You don't like to be in a room where your back's not against the wall so you can see everybody. Like there's so many little things. Well, they're not little things. There's so many personality traits that develop as a result of being abused in that way, that never go away. Never go away. They may be less it may cause less challenges in your life, but it's always there. Oh yeah, whenever I see like a video, Carol, and they have to show a clip, I always fast forward it. And the day after the election, his face popped up on when I turned my TV on, because I have a Fire Stick, his face popped on the first thing in the morning. I wanted to just die. Like, horrific. Okay. All right. What are we going to do? How are we going to get through this together? How are we going to get through this together? Lifetime scars. Yep. Aunt B, agree with you. Haven't been able to email you because I've had so many triggers lately. People don't understand that we can't help it. Once triggered, we can't control our anxiety, PTSD, panic. Yep. Oh, I get it. All right, let's see. I'm going to pull a moon card for the collective. Whoa, did you guys see that pop out? What's that going to be? Expect powerful change. Expect powerful change. I love that. New moon eclipse. Wow. Just what we were talking about, right? I love it. I'm going to read the, I can't believe that popped out. Okay. I got to find the thing though. I'm getting a little tired. I've been working hard. How are you guys? Are you guys working hard? Is everybody preparing for their holiday company or travel? What are we doing for the holiday? Let me know. I know y'all gonna be here next Friday for Boundary Day. Expect powerful change. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. If you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in a situation that you're asking about, which is what we were just talking about, right? The news, the emails. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work, but be prepared. It could be quite a ride, and events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason you'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path. There is nothing to fear. New moon eclipses, which is the card, are among the most exciting astrological events. They herald a complete change of pace. It's as though you're headed in one direction, and here comes the divine to turn you instead to face the direction you actually need to go. Wow. It's a powerful affirmation of positive turnarounds. Love it. Love it. I love that that's the card that popped out. Shooting Star said, I'm halfway through the book and have to keep putting it down. That poor girl just didn't have a chance from birth, it seems. Epstein was a disgusting being. Oh, the Virginia Gouffre book, you mean? I won't be able to read it. There's no way. I know enough. I know enough. And then that Matt Gaetz news came out about the 17-year-old homeless girl who needed braces, and that's why she was getting money from him and others. Sick. And you know what the difference is? I don't care who's on the list. I don't care who there's evidence about. Burn them all down. I don't care if you got a D by your name, an R by your name, an I by your name. I don't care. I'm not in a cult. I don't care who's in there. That's the difference. The people on the side that are still defending him, twisting themselves in knots to defend this sick person, think we'll care if Hillary Clinton's in there or Bill or whoever. It doesn't matter. If they were kid effers, put them all in jail. Now, yesterday, that's the difference. We want justice for the children. We're not defending these gross people, no matter what political party they're on. I don't care. When you don't see the light, be the light. Forever. For others. Absolutely. You have to be the light. Vivian, things need to change on Earth. My allergies are acting up. Things do need to change. But my son, who is basically a history expert, when this, last round of stuff, the election in November happened, I was calling him and I'm like, I'm, so upset, blah, blah, blah. And he said, Mom, you have to understand, civilizations have been doing this since civilization began. It's going to continue to happen. Civilizations will rise and fall. Empires will rise and fall. It's not just because it's happening now because we're alive to see it. It's always been this way. And I was like, oh, okay, well, dang, that's not good. So I'm hoping we will have a mass awakening, but I'm afraid that there are so many, I like to call them sleepwalkers, who have no desire or intention to wake up. Hi, Debbie. Lori said, justice, will the truth matter? I've been waiting 10 years and still haven't seen it. Glenda said it's all part of the plan and we need to share the light. Yep. Yep. Shooting Star said that's right. I don't care if they're Dem or Republican. The only party affiliations they have are the PDF party. Yep. Exactly. And that's the difference. That's the difference. But again, you're talking about people who want to feed children, clothe children, educate children, and help children, and people who want to take food, money, and insurance, and housing, and daycare, and all that away from children. So the ideologies are pretty different. They want them born. They don't want them fed. They don't want them clothed. They don't want them educated. They don't want them housed or secure. They just want them born because they want to make soldiers later. That's another story. Okay. In the time I have left, I want to do brief, quick messages. Okay. So if you want a card pull, only put an emoji in the chat. If you have a specific question, put it in the chat with the emoji. Okay. I'm going to do brief, quick card pulls because it is getting late for me. And, you know, I'm old lady now. That's what I'm saying. Put an emoji in the chat. And I will do as many as I can. If you have a specific question, put it in the chat. Oh, I have so many cards. That's the biggest problem. Okay. I need a card organizer because I have decks of cards everywhere and I just cannot keep up with them. All right. I'm starting with Glenda Jameson. Cosmic Energy Oracle cards. Thank you guys for being here. And I can't see if anybody liked the video. I guess I can't see it because I'm on StreamYard. I guess I won't be able to see it till I go on YouTube. Okay. Glenda Jameson. And thank you to all my members. And anybody who's ever given me a super chat or a sticker. Thank you to everybody. Every little bit helps, right? Glenda. Ooh, okay, Glenda, this flip. It's a flipper. Joy. Okay, so this tells me that you need to find the joy. So I was talking earlier, I don't know if you were on the book club, but I was talking about looking at the dewdrops on the grass with the sun shining through it. It's time for you to take a moment every day, moment or moments, as many as you can, to find something simple that you find joy in. I don't know why I see something sewing or knitting or something. Do you do something with your hands, like sewing or knitting or crocheting or something? I can see that in my mind. Let me know if that's something by hand that gives you joy. I just keep seeing this. Let me know. But Glenda, find joy every day in something, as many times a day as you can. It says joy is the dance of the soul. Enjoy every moment. That's for you. Okay. Debbie. All right. Cosmic energy. Oh. That was a heart. That went right to my heart. Did you see that? Divinity for Debbie. Divinity. Every moment is filled with divinity. Cherish it. So we have many divine moments in our life, in our day. And see this butterfly? I'm very much drawn to that. And there's wings of the butterfly up there. I don't know if you've recently seen a butterfly or one landed on your door, like your screen door or window or something. But every moment we can find some type of message from the divine. I'll tell you a story. My sister, my very best friend in the world, loves ladybugs and has always loved ladybugs all since I've known her for 40 years. And my sister is, struggling with some health stuff. And she had 4 ladybugs come into her room, her bedroom the other day, and just kind of crawl around. And I'm like, wow, that's a pretty divine moment, because she's also following a spiritual path as well. And I'm like, that is definitely a message, because ladybugs have such a cool symbolism. And so let me know, Debbie, if you've seen a butterfly, or if they're meaningful to you, or have a butterfly tattoo or something. But find the divinity in the small things as many times a day as you can. All right, so Glenda said the dewdrops. I'm not creative enough to crochet, but I love all the wonders of nature and teach my grandson about it. I do enjoy rock painting. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay, Erin, thank you. I've asked a week for a message from my deceased partner. I've been first to ask on the other side, and nothing mean the world to me to get a message from my partner. Okay, let me go back to, I'm going to go in order, because I will forget where I'm at. All right, Catherine Barton, thank you for being here, everyone. Remember to click like on the video. I appreciate all of the interactions. And you know what? The best way to support your favorite creators on any apps is to click like and comment. Click like and comment. Click like and comment. It only takes a second, and it helps so much. I'm the clickingest person on earth. I'm clicking like all the time. You know what I realized? The people I'm clicking like on that are other creators, they're not clicking like on my stuff. And I'm like, so are they just not seeing it? I don't know. Whatever. I'm just going to do my due diligence. Okay, Catherine Barton. Hope. Hope. So hope is the light in the darkness. Never extinguish it. But I feel like this is a name. I just get this sense that you have someone with that name, maybe a middle name in your life. But hope is when it's kind of like faith. It's, that something's going to happen. Never give that up. It kind of can have some connotations of, oh, I wish it happened, but I'm afraid it won't. Hope, don't be afraid something won't happen. Know that it will happen. Know that it will happen. Okay, that's for you, Catherine. All right. Glenda has friends that would like to join the book club. All they have to do is go back to my live playlist and watch all the book clubs. There's only one more chapter, and it's next week. So they can just go, it's free. Oh, the ladybugs are still in your room. They just have to go back and watch the videos. I had a playlist. The playlists have been weird on YouTube lately. I'm having a hard time getting them organized as easily. So I don't know if they changed something. But yeah, everybody's welcome. Debbie said butterflies used to land on my dahlias outside my window. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you for telling me. Lori Moore, finances. I'm going to pull Rider Waite Tarot for Lori. That seems more. Oh. One card, please. One card, please. Okay, 4 of Pentacles. So Pentacles is coins or abundance. The 4 means, see how tightly he's holding on to that coin, that pentacle? And he's standing on one. He has one on his head. So this is a need for control, saving money, blocking. So there's a possibility that your desire for improving your finances, the way you're approaching it, is blocking you from receiving the abundance. There are different approaches where you surrender. I always am a fan of surrendering. If you're doing the work to improve your finances, you have to surrender the outcome. That's what I would say. So don't hold too tightly. You know that song, Hold On Loosely. If you squeeze too tightly, you're going to lose control. That's playing in my head right now. So do the work to improve your finances, but surrender to the outcome. That's what I say. All right. I hope that. Gina, you skipped me. No, I didn't. You're next. I don't know if the comments might be out of order. I have Glenda, Debbie, Catherine, Lori, and then Gina. Okay. I'm going to pull Messages of Cosmic Oracle for you. Gina T2. Oh, wow. Hold on. A bunch of the cards are backwards. Don't know how that happened. That's wild. Okay, just be patient for a minute. I don't know why they're like that. I must have a gremlin in my office that. No, I think I probably dropped the deck. They got mixed up. Sorry, everybody. You can see me rearrange my cards. They're so colorful, I didn't notice they were flipped. All right, let's try again for Gina T2. So the person who was asking about the book club, all of them have like an orangish yellow placard that have the Eckhart Tolle book. And if you just go back to a couple months ago in my live playlist, you'll see them all. And they're all either on Friday or Saturday. Most of them were Saturdays. And just, I think once or twice I had to skip because I was traveling. But otherwise, they should all be there, and just go back to chapter 1. It's clearly labeled on the placard, on the video, and in the title. Gina. Oh, the cards are stubborn, Gina. Are you stubborn, Gina? Okay. What has your inner voice been asking you? Listen and act. So there's something in you that's been on your mind. Listen to it and act accordingly. So let's say you want to move. Let's just pretend you want to move. Something in you's like, I gotta move. And then you're like, okay, what steps can I take to move? And then take the steps and then act upon it, right? Do the move. That's what I would say. What has your inner voice? Now that's a benign example, but what's going on in your mind that's front and center? Act upon that. What do you need to change or do differently? Shooting star. I'm going to go to the Mystic Forest for this one. Shooting star. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate every like, comment, share, all of it. Every membership. Oh, 2 cards popped up. Did you see that? And that popped out right away. Energetic pull. So you're being pulled toward something, and the pause is the shift. So that means you're being pulled toward something. It says a true master knows that you create through your actions. Do not hesitate when you feel the energy pulling you. That's just similar to the card I just pulled for Gina. Follow it fearlessly and move worlds. Do not hesitate. Show no mercy, just like they say in Star Wars, because I love Star Wars. And then the pause is the shift. Your past is now behind you. All you desire is right in front of you. Pause to reconnect with your power and follow the pull of your destiny. So these two cards that popped out together, this just, you can't make it up. This one's saying you're being pulled. This one's saying collect yourself and go towards whatever you're being pulled towards. Amazing. These, it's like they were meant to come out together for the message for you. So let me know if that resonates, Shooting Star. Oh, thank you, Jojo. I appreciate that. Oh, Gina really wants to move. Perfect. Stubborn like me. Sorry. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Here we go. Back to Aunt B. Did my dad fall yesterday because of sugar levels, or is he getting dementia? Now, I'll pull a card on that, but that's that would be more of like a psychic reading. And I think any elderly man is a candidate for dementia, and any elderly man is also a candidate for falling. And if he already has diabetes, it could have been a combination of things. So I don't do psychic predictions like that. I will pull a card. I'll pull a tarot card. Oh, I didn't even shuffle. Oh, the same card came out. The Four of Pentacles. That is wild. You guys saw me shuffle? That is wild that same card fell out. Four of Pentacles, need for control, blocking change, fear of change, hoarding, and greed. So whatever's going on with your dad is not doesn't seem like a very positive person. All you can do is take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Don't get wrapped up. Take care of yourself. I know a little bit about your situation. Stay away from him as much as humanly possible. Take care of yourself. Okay? That's what I say. Okay. C.W. Galvin. Cosmic energy. Ooh, universal wisdom. Okay, you're getting some downloads, I bet. The universe is full of wisdom. Seek its guidance. So I know downloads is becoming more of like a mainstream term, but what it is your higher consciousness or your guides, and it's always been, it's not something new. Downloads have always happened, right? It's always been. All of a sudden, there's something put in your mind. Do this. Take care of that. Write a letter. Paint a painting. Plant a plant. Do something. Whatever it is, you seem to be checked into this universal wisdom. If you're not already locked into the universal wisdom, this is your sign to lock in. Okay? Lock in. Lock into that universal wisdom. Okay. Let's see. Oh, good. Been feeling a little bit stuck. Okay. All right. I got to get there. Oh my gosh. I'm way far behind. Okay. Real quick. Anna Wright. I got to go faster. Flipper. We got a flipper. Light. Light dispels darkness. Keep your inner light shining. So whatever's going on, I feel like somebody in your life is interfering with your energy, with your positive light, and they're trying to dim your light in some way, form, or fashion. Don't let them do it. Don't let them dim your light. And whoever this resonates for, I don't care who it is, do not let somebody dim your light. And it makes me want to say 700 cuss words in a row. Do not ever let somebody dim your light. Do not let anyone dim your light. I get heated about it. Don't let anyone dim your light. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Okay. On to the next. Sorry, I'm late. I've asked all week for a message from my deceased partner. I have been first to ask on other sites, and nothing. It would mean the world to me to get a message from my partner. So are you asking me to give you the message directly, or are you waiting to get it yourself? I don't know. I know you said you're going to watch from the beginning. So I don't know if you are hearing me now. So what the information I'm getting when I'm thinking about your question is you're blocking yourself from receiving the message because you want it. You're in pain, right? And you, the messages are happening, but you're not seeing them. They're happening. You're getting information in your mind, but you're not understanding that that is the message. You're seeing signs outside on a license plate, on a billboard, on the radio, whatever, but you're not understanding that those are the messages. It reminds me of the parable of the man in the flood on the roof that God said is going to save him. And he sent a boat and he sent a helicopter, and the guy ends up drowning, and he gets to heaven and he tells God, you said you were going to save me. He's like, I sent you a boat and a helicopter, right? You have to see the sign. So I'm going to pull. Oh my God. I just lifted up the deck to just pull the card. Look what showed up. Love. I was just going to randomly, I just felt compelled to lift up the deck. The other half of the deck is right here. Same deck. This is the card that came up. So that's your sign. That's your message, Aaron. Love is everywhere. Open your heart to feel it. The signs are everywhere. You are loved by your deceased partner. Your deceased partner comes around you. You have to allow yourself to recognize the signs. You have to listen for the signs. Listen for them. Allow them to come in. Okay? You can ask him for you can ask your partner for a specific sign. You can say, please send me a blue butterfly. Please send me an owl. Please send me a bald eagle. Please send me an alligator. Whatever it is, and whatever you ask, whatever sign you ask for, it can be in real life. It can be on TV. It can be on your apps on your phone. It can be in a song. It can be in a conversation. Ask for a specific sign. Ask for a specific sign. Okay. Linda. Happiness. Linda needs to find more happiness, more joy. Happiness comes from a fulfilled heart and harmonious relationships. So work on the little joyful things. I keep seeing cookies being made. Cookies. I don't know if you're making cookies now, if you made cookies today, or you're planning on making cookies, or you got some cookies somebody made. Let me know, Linda. All right, Viv. I'm going to do this one, Viv. For you, Viv, you get the Astro Codes Oracle deck. What is happening here? Sorry. This deck is slippery. This is the Astro Cards Oracle deck. And they're two, I can't shuffle like a regular deck, so I have to go to the side. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Solar flare, activate. Vivian, I don't think that needs an explanation. You've been activated. And what have we had? The aurora borealis, the northern lights, were seen in Florida because the solar flares were so big a couple nights ago. All the way in Florida, all the way to where I live. Had I known that, I would have been outside taking pictures, but I had no idea. You've been activated. And you know it, girl. There ain't nothing else to say. Activation. That's wild. I felt so compelled to grab that deck for you, and that's the freaking card that popped out. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Aaron, yes, from him. I hope your relationship heals. Okay, I'm just going back. All right. Did you hear? Okay. All right. So you did get them. Okay, good, good, good. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. All right. All right. Sweet tea. Confidence. Work on your confidence in everything. Confidence. Believe in your abilities. Believe in your worth. You do not have to be chosen to be worthy. You do not have to be chosen to be worthy. You are worthy on your own. I smelled some perfume. And nobody's here with me. Nobody here wears perfume. I get spirits that come through sometimes because this is my office where I do my readings. Self-worth. Okay. Butterflies, emoji. I think I got everybody. You're welcome. You're welcome. Jojo, I've been feeling a little bit stuck emotionally and spiritually stagnant. Not sure why. Can you pull cards for me to help me see, hear, understand what my guides and angels or source say about this? I'm hearing that I don't even need to pull a card. I'm hearing the card that I just pulled a little while ago. The pause is the shift. The pause is the shift. And then cuss words want to come out of my mouth. I don't know why. I don't know if you have someone in spirit that says MFer a lot, but all of a sudden I want to say MFer, the pause is the shift. That's why you're stuck. You have to pause before the shift happens. So when you are stuck, you're not stuck. You're resting. Spirit is making you rest in order to be activated for the next level of growth. That's what I'm hearing. I have a mentee whose name I won't reveal, who got activated real quick, like at light speed. And then this person never gets sick. And she was sick twice, very sick, in 2 months' time. And she never gets sick because she had to be paused. She had to be paused to shift to the next level. So that's for you. Enjoy. I know the pause is hard when you get stuck. Oh, I know all about it. But allow yourself to pause. Okay. I know, Vivian, right? You're welcome, Aaron. Ask him for a specific sign. Ask him for a specific sign. You're welcome, Jojo. Pause means just to be still. Yep, like you hit pause on a video. Just pause. Oh, sweet tea. It was crazy because did you see me smell my cards? I thought it was my cards, but it wasn't. But I smelled it go right across me. Wild, wild. My mother wore taboo. I don't know if you know what that is, but it was stanky. It was like, my mother loved taboo. It was cheap, gross, terrible perfume. She wore it so much that when she died in 1986, our family friends put a bottle of taboo in the coffin with her. That's how much she was known for it. You guys, I've had a great time. I'm so glad you were here. Aaron, ask for specific sign. Feel free to email me, peacefulnikthemedium@gmail.com. All the links are in the show notes. Don't forget, please donate directly to the organizations I mentioned, Help a Diabetic Child, Feeding America, and Toys for Tots, or you can donate directly through the QR code in the corner to my Venmo or PayPal. I will take pictures of the receipts of my donations. So trust me on that. I've been doing this for many years. And I'm just glad you're here. I will be back Monday at some point for sure, Wednesday for sure, and Friday for Boundary Day. So join us, and sending love to all. Have a wonderful weekend and good night.